are supreme, no doubt about it. So we cannot have that much childishness to compare one experience with another, that this is greater and this is not, this is better and this is not, this is something higher and this is just an ordinary. It's not the question of this sort of discrimination or distinction. But colloquial means the unique core of this circumference, unique center of this circumference, where the entire humanity can be included. Then ultimately the center becomes the Guru, center becomes the Jagat Guru, the center, the chariot on which Lord Krishna was standing, holding the rein of the horses and expressing the truth of life to Arjun. That is colloquial. So the center of humanity is colloquial, the center of humanity is divinity, center of humanity is super science, center of humanity is Omkar, center of humanity is the center of the cosmos. That is to be vibrated, that is to be elevated, that is to be received, and that is to be the center where we should offer ourselves and to be a participant of this divine comedy, participant of a divine lila. In the morning I have just recommended you people that if next time you are to celebrate the birthday of Bapuji, make it a point to celebrate it with Ras, where Rang Avdut Babji as Lord Krishna would be in the center, would be standing there in the center. This time Rang Avdut Babji was standing in the center in Garba. Next year the same Rang Avdut Babji would be standing in the center of your Ras, where real Ras Leela would be there. So if real Ras Leela would be presented there, why real colloquial would not be presented there? Why real colloquial would not be there? We should accept it and we should try to digest it. So this is the spirit of colloquial. This is the real spirit. You people are fortunate enough that you have got this occasion. In India, people won't get this occasion. In India, there is a prime show going on the ground of spirituality, and which mostly results into vain spirituality. That show is going on. Marketing is going on. All sorts of dramatics are going on. It's not reality. It's not so easy. It's not so available in each and every spot and each and every market. It is the sadhana of isolation, it is the sadhana of detachment, it is the sadhana of climatic renunciation, it is the sadhana of tremendous tapascharya. If Bhagavan himself, God himself would come down on the earth as human being in the human format, then he also has to undergo this tremendous sadhana, otherwise he also cannot manifest the true divinity of his own native layer. Ram also did the same thing, Lord Krishna also did the same thing, Rang Avdut Babji also did the same thing, and Maharshi Aurobindo also did the same thing, Mahavir Swami also did the same thing, and Muhammad Pegambar also did the same thing, Jesus Christ also did the same thing. Who are we to get it without doing anything as such? We have to undergo it. Otherwise it is not available to us. So there only one experience is presented and glorified, specifically and centrally pointed out by all scholars of the world. There is one slok in Srimad Bhagavad Gita wherein Lord Krishna himself pinpointedly and remarkably shown to Arjun, Yumam pasyati sarvatra sarvam cha mai pasyati tasyaham na pranashyami sacha me na pranasyati. one who can see me anywhere and everywhere, one who can see me in each and everything, one who can see me in each and every particle of this cosmos, whether living or non-living, whether animate or inanimate, whether inert or divine, whatever it is. One who can see me anywhere and everywhere. Yo mam pasyati sarvatra, sarvam cha mai pasyati. And who will accept anything and everything as part of himself. I am never absent, I am not invisible, I am always present before him. Those who have got this sort of valuable and divine eyesight. I am omnipresent, and my omnipresence is made constantly and concretely felt to the devotee who can accept this truth. And this is the slope, this is the experience endorsed by almost all great scholars of the world, including Gnaneshwar, Maharshi Aurobindo and Dr. Radhakrishnan. And Dr. Radhakrishnan taught this Srimad Bhagavad Gita to Stalin, the de facto master of United Russia, as ambassador. The Dharma of Guru was in the human form demonstrated by Radhakrishnan in USSR and in Kremlin itself, and you will be surprised to learn that when Dr. Radhakrishnan as ambassador went to Kremlin, deputed by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the then Prime Minister of India, and Dr. Radhakrishnan presented his documents before Stalin. Stalin was all in all at that time of Russia. Communist. Didn't believe in God, didn't believe in Christianity, didn't believe in Christ, didn't believe in prayer, didn't believe in sadhana, didn't believe in tapascharya, didn't believe in spirituality, believes only and only in scientific intellect. 1 + 1 = 2. Communist. Exclusive communist. No God ever exists. That is their basic fundamental philosophy. Their ABCD alphabet starts with this. That communist asked Dr. Radhakrishnan with his folded hands. Scholar, Vidwan Sarvatra Pujayet. Mahasaraswati is the goddess of energy. Mahasaraswati is the goddess of Omkar. Mahasaraswati ji is the goddess of purity. Mahasaraswati ji is the goddess of sanctity. And Mahasaraswati ji is the goddess of divinity. Dr. Radhakrishnan accepted his request made by Stalin, that you are the chosen child of India. You are the chosen child of knowledge of India. You are the chosen child of the knowledge of divinity in India. Now, I may request you, I would like to request you, just as first instant here, I will go through your documents and you will be ambassador here. You will function and work as ambassador is a secondary thing. For me, as Supremo of United Russia, is to learn something, a remarkable thought, something a very magnificent thought, something a very tremendous and powerful eternal thought. Can you offer me a single thought from India with which I can make my life completely enriched? Supremo of Russia asked, I have got treasure, I have got key of the treasure of Russia, I have got everything of Russia, still I am poor, still I am bankrupt. I want thought of spirituality from India, a single thought, Dr. Radhakrishnan, let me have a single thought from Indian spirituality and I will be enriched. Who we are. And Dr. Radhakrishnan taught him Srimad Bhagavad Gita continuously for 2 years and became the Guru. Who can be Jagat Guru? The person who is going on the footprints of Lord Krishna can be Guru. The person who is practicing Srimad Bhagavad Gita can be Jagat Guru. And that is what Babji said, that Bhagwan, you have got, you have blessed me and you have made me Tyagi. You just recently recited. And Avdut Babji admitted it. He can be real Tyagi. He can be real Vitrag. He can be real divine in the human form on the earth. And Stalin accepted it. And you will be surprised to learn today also, even in the Kremlin Central Hall, in the very office, secretariat of United Russia at present in Kremlin,